I'm trying a new like background and I don't know if this is going to be too distracting or not, but this is my cute little reading corner. So I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to film in the hammock. So if this is annoying, just let me know. And welcome back to my channel. I basically wanted to make a video today because I have been getting so many DMs on Instagram. Had a lot of people wanting more information on my nursing course, so I thought I would just make a, hopefully this is only going to be a short and sweet video. I'll try and make it quick, but I just wanted to run over some points that hopefully might just help you understand the course a little bit more. This is really more for those people who are in Australia, as I am an enrolled nursing student in Australia and I go through TAFE New South Wales. I might just get straight into it and we can kind of just delve into a few points that I want to talk about. The one thing I do want to talk about today is that the Diploma of Nursing, or the Enrolled Nurse course, is more intense than a lot of people think it will be. This is just my personal opinion, but I feel like a lot of people think just because it is TAFE or like some other institution that you're doing it through, or just because you're not going to uni, it's like the easy version. To that I would say it's absolutely not. It's kind of just the shorter version. So just to give you an idea, so I do the Enrolled Nurse Diploma. It is a 18-month course, so a year and a half. You're considered a full-time student. That's another thing, is think of a full-time worker. They typically work 5 days a week. So a full-time student is essentially the same thing, just you're not working. Does that make sense? Like, you kind of need to dedicate as much time as you would to full-time work as you would to your studies. So I go to TAFE 3 days a week from 9 AM until 4 PM. They're pretty heavy days, like you're learning a lot. So I'm not even that far into my course, just everyone keep that in mind. Like, my opinions might change when I do finish, but I started in November of 2020. It is now March 2021. So I've only been doing it for a few months. That's just one thing I do want to make clear, is it's not easy. Like, you definitely still have to learn really just as much as a registered nurse, but you just don't have as much responsibility as a registered nurse. I might just give you a quick rundown of what my week is at the moment. So I'm at TAFE Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So those are just my TAFE days. I don't do anything else on those days. Purely dedicated to TAFE. Saturday and Sunday I will either be working in my retail job, or if I do happen to have the weekend off, I normally like to spend Saturdays like doing study or assignments. But I do think it's really important to have at least one day off a week where you just don't think about it. So I try to have Sundays free if I'm not working. So Sunday is just my chill out day. Monday is probably like my appointment day, where I try and fit in like all my errands and everything that I have to get done, as well as do probably like my assignments for half the day and just fit in a little bit of study here and there. And then Tuesday I might go to work, depending on my workload. Lately I've been going to work for my dad's business. I help him out every now and then, but he does let me do study at the same time. So I just work in reception with him. It means that I can study and work at the same time. That's how my weeks look at the moment. Keep in mind, I don't retain information very well, so I have to really try and study pretty hard if I do want to learn something. So if my schedule kind of freaks you out commitment wise, I wouldn't be too worried, just because I do have to put in a lot of extra effort. But in saying that, don't underestimate it either. Another thing is you do get bombarded with a lot of assignments. With that, you're also expected to do a lot of work at home. There's not a lot of time in the day to learn everything. So you'll learn how to do it, but you're kind of expected to keep practicing at home and practice on family and friends. To get that stuck in your head, because you don't really go over it again. So for example, at the moment we've just been learning basic observations, so like heart rate, blood pressure, what are the other ones? respirations and all that. So we will get the demonstration in class, and then I'll come home, and I normally just practice on my mum every night, just so it's kind of staying in there. Yeah, assignments. I will maybe explain this a little bit more, hopefully after placement, just because, so we are getting bombarded with assignments at the moment. Like, my class has just had assignment after assignment after assignment. To be honest, I actually expected that. I was expecting the worst, so it wasn't a shock to me to get all these assignments, but a lot of people, I don't think would expect that sort of workload. Either it's normal, or they're trying to get us ready for our placement, which is in a couple weeks time. So before you do your first placement, you typically want to get learn as much as you possibly can so that you can do more when you get to your placement. I will touch on that again maybe in a few months time. I'll be able to let you know if things ever slowed down or if they just kept coming at that speed. But yeah, I think expect the worst for your assignments. That's another thing too. I have my first placement coming up on the 22nd of March actually. So it's the 2nd of March today. So it is coming up very quickly. I do want to do a whole video dedicated to like what to expect at placement and what happens at placement. But I of course will have to wait until I finish my first placement. But just a little quick rundown. So when you do your diploma, you're expected to have, by the end of it, don't hold me to this, but I think it's 450 hours of medical, like nursing work. There's a better way to put that, but that's just what comes to my head then. My first placement is a block of 2 weeks, so it might be different from state to state. However, in New South Wales, we will only work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We get weekends off, and if there is a public holiday that falls in your placement, then you do not work. Another thing, keep in mind, like if you do miss a day of placement, let's say you get to the end of your course and your whole class has completed their 450 hours, but because you were sick 1 week, you're on like 440 hours, let's say, you can't get placements that are just 1 day. So let's say you only needed to make up 10 hours. You can't just get a 10-hour placement. You typically would, I've been told you'd be lucky if you could get a 1 week placement, but normally like the shortest placements that hospitals will offer will be 2 weeks. Just think about it, like if you have 1 sick day, you're probably going to have to make that up by working 2 weeks. Just keep that in mind. I am praying that I do not get sick. Oh, also, each hospital will be different with their like hours that they offer. Again, with my institution, or maybe just with the hospital I'm with, we don't work night shifts. So I believe with nursing you have morning shift, afternoon shift and night shift. So for our first placement, we have been offered like morning or afternoon shifts. We do not get a night shift. So a morning shift it might be different like from hospital to hospital, but where I'm going, it'll be 6 a.m. to I believe 2:30 in the afternoon. That's your morning shift. And then the afternoon shift, I think it might be 2 until 10:30, around about like hours like that. So, and with the place I'm going to, we alternate. So we do our, like my first week is afternoon shifts, and then my second week is all morning shifts. I might actually just stop it here because I don't want to make this video too long. Please do not hesitate to either like comment down below, or probably the quickest way I'll reply is on Instagram. But yeah, please just message me with any questions that you do have, and I'll try and answer to the best of my ability. As always, if you have enjoyed this video or learned something, I would really appreciate if you do give this video a like. I would also appreciate even more if you were to subscribe to my channel. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!